I'm wearing the same shirt, but it's a different day, I promise. So, today we're going to be talking about every team's defensive player of the year or their best defender from this year. So, if you guys like these types of videos, please comment down below what videos I should do like this next. So, keep in mind, not every team has all NBA defenders on it. So this is just their best defender out of all the people they have on their roster currently. So if you guys enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting much longer. Let's get into this video because I did this with Most Improved Player and you guys like that. So let's get into it. So we're going to start the Atlanta Hawks, DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray, even though you guys think he kind of fell off defensive-wise, he's still their best defender, not by a wide margin, but, he's still their best defender. Atlanta doesn't have that many good defenders, so he's still, their best defender. I'm going to read something real quick. DeJounte Murray is one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. He made 2017-2018 All-Defensive Second Team, and he led the league in steals per game in 2021-2022 season. So that's for the Atlanta Hawks. Next, the Boston Celtics. Jrue Holiday. He's proven himself to be one of the best defenders in the league for years now. So, I'm not surprised that he's the best defender for the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics acquired Jrue Holiday from the Portland Trail Blazers, who traded Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks for Holiday. Boston traded Marcus Smart to the Grizzlies. Yeah, that was a big trade. I can't read all that. Okay, yeah. Next, the Brooklyn Nets, Nicholas Claxton, aka Nick Claxton. Nicholas Claxton is the Brooklyn Nets best defender because he's one of the best rim protectors in the league. So yeah, I can't say a lot for a lot of these people, but I gotta keep it short for certain people. Next one, the Charlotte Hornets, Mark Williams. I'm pretty sure Mark Williams has been injured most of the year, but when he was healthy, he was showing why he's the Charlotte Hornets best defender. So, let me see what he's been averaging. 1 block and 0.7 steals. Next, we got the Chicago Bulls, Alex Caruso. I don't think I mentioned Alex Caruso in my who I think will be all defensive teams, but I should have mentioned him because he's been one of the best perimeter defenders for years in the league now. So, that was kind of disrespectful of me not mentioning him in the whole list. So he's definitely an all defensive guard, and for the Chicago Bulls, he's their best defender. Alex Caruso made all defensive first team. He averaged 1 steal and 0.7 blocks, and 3.4 deflections. Next one, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, even though a lot of people have given up on him being a star in this league, he's still going to be an amazing player, a great player in this league. So, he made all defensive first team. Last season, he ranked first in defensive win shares. A big man who's also tied for first in contested three-pointers per game. Yeah. Next, the Dallas Mavericks, Grant Williams. This is probably outdated because Grant Williams is not even on the Dallas Mavericks anymore. He is on the Charlotte Hornets because he got traded for P.J. Washington. So, I guess for that half a year he was on the Dallas Mavericks, he was their best defender. So, yeah, that's what I'm just going to say. Next one, the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is a high flyer who could probably block a lot of shots. That's what I'm going to predict. He probably blocks a lot of shots. So, Aaron Gordon averages 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 0.8 blocks in 68 games. And he averaged the same amount of steals. Next one, we got the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Duren, their center of the future, is also a great defender. So, let's read his defense. 0.9 blocks per game and 0.7 steals per game. Why does everyone have 0.7 steals? I don't know. Then, next, we got the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green, who's one of the best defenders in the league still. And he's been one of the best defenders for over 10 years now. And he's still not giving up on the defensive end. And we got to give him props where props is due because the Golden State Warriors are still one of the best defensive teams in the league. I'm going to say that. I don't know if that's true, though. Next, we got the Houston Rockets. One of the people they signed this offseason, which is Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks is an annoying defender, though. Dillon Brooks is one of the most annoying defenders in the league. You could ask LeBron about that. So, he was on the Grizzlies last year, and he averaged 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and he averaged 0.9 steals and 0.2 blocks in 73 games. Next, the Indiana Pacers. Miles Turner, a 3-point shooting big who's also a defending big. So, you don't want to put a shot up on him. Let's see what he was averaging on the defensive end for last year. He led the NBA in blocks per game twice and could stretch the floor with his improving shooting. Next, the Los Angeles Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best defenders still in the league, and he's probably one of the best superstar defenders in the league. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard had 1.4 steals last season in 52 games, and he had 72 steals and 28 blocks recorded. So the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is definitely the best defender on the on the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and he's been averaging for a career 2.3 blocks. Damn, 2.3 blocks is kind of crazy. Next, the Memphis Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr., the former Defensive Player of the Year last year. So, of course, he's their best defender this year still. And he recorded 189 blocks last year, and almost impossible to score against him on the paint. And he won Defensive Player of the Year last year. The Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo, even though he's a short center, he's still one of the best defending centers in the league. And he missed out on my All-NBA team, but he was very close to making it. So, let's see his defensive stats from 1 steal and basically 1 block a game. And he made the all-defensive second team last season. Great. Next, the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo is definitely the best defender for the Milwaukee Bucks. And he's won 2 Defensive Player of the Years in his career, if I'm not wrong. He won the Defensive Player of the Year in 2019-2020 and became just the 3rd person in history to win Most Improved or Most Valuable Player, which is MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. The other 2 are Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. And last year, he averaged 0.8 blocks and 0.8 steals. And he blocked 51 shots and stole the ball 52 times in 63 games. Next, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, probably the Defensive Player of the Year for this year, we have Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is definitely the best defensive player on the Timberwolves. Yeah. Okay. Rudy Gobert is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year and has made 6 all-defensive teams in his first season with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He averaged 0.8 steals and 1 block a game. Okay, next we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Jose Alvarado, Grand Theft Auto Alvarado. When you get that nickname, you know you stealing shit. What is it called? He averaged 1 steal in 61 games last season, and he recorded 10 blocks and 67 steals last season. So, the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's injured this year, but last year he showed why he was a Defensive Player of the Year. So, yeah. Let me see what he was hit. 1.8 blocks in the 2022-2023 NBA season. And was he all defensive team? No. So, next one, the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have Lou Dort. Lou Dort is like a shorter player for his position, but he's still amazing at the defensive end. Lou Dort appeared in 74 games for the Oklahoma City Thunder last season, and he got his Lou Dort is one of the top perimeter defenders in the NBA. He could make an all-defensive team next season since the Thunder are back on the map. He averaged 1 steal and recorded 75 steals in the season. Next, for the Orlando Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. I would have thought it would have been John Isaac, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess it's Wendell Carter Jr. He recorded 0.5 steals and 0.6 blocks for the Orlando Magic last season and recorded 33 blocks in 57 games. So next, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. We have Joel Embiid. He got injured this year, but before he got injured, in the middle of the year, he was showing why he's a defensive player of the year. He was in that candidate. Joel Embiid has made 3 all-defensive teams during his career, averaging 1 steal and 1.7 blocks last season in his MVP year. And he is 7th in blocks per game and 8th in blocks. So for the Phoenix Suns, Josh Okogie, I don't really know that much about Josh Okogie, but I guess he's a great defender if he's on this list. So he averaged 0.8 steals and 0.5 blocks last season. He blocked 34 shots and recorded 56 steals. Next, for the Portland Trail Blazers, we have Matisse Thybulle. I know he's a great defender, but I don't really watch Portland games, so I can't really tell you that much about Matisse Thybulle. I did used to watch Philadelphia 76ers games, though. He recorded 1.7 steals for the Portland Trail Blazers last year in 22 games. He has made 2 all-defensive teams in his career. The Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox, swipe of the Fox. That explains it all. Swipe of the Fox. De'Aaron Fox has led the Sacramento Kings with 83 steals last season. His speed plus size allows him to cause a lot of havoc on the defensive side where he's engaged. Averages 1 steal in 73 games. Yeah. Next, the San Antonio Spurs, Victor Wembanyama. That's kind of crazy. A rookie is the best defender for the San Antonio Spurs. A rookie is the best defender. So, yeah, Victor Wembanyama is the best defender. And let's see his stats real quick. His stats for this year are for... Okay, next, the Toronto Raptors, OG Anunoby. This is also old because he got traded to the New York Knicks at the trade deadline. So let's see what he was averaging on the Raptors. For the Raptors, he was putting up 1.9 steals, and he got 128 steals. So for the Utah Jazz, we got Walker Kessler, second-year player. So I guess he's pretty good at defense. He recorded 2.3 block shots, and he recorded 20 double-doubles in 74 games. And the Washington Wizards, Daniel Gafford. This is also old because he's on the Dallas Mavericks now. But let's see what he was averaging on the Washington Wizards. 1.3 blocks, and he was 13th in blocks in the whole league with 99. And he was 16th in the whole NBA with blocks per game. So that's the list. Hopefully you guys like, subscribe, and if you enjoyed this, let me know what I should do next. So like, subscribe, and peace.